freaks me out.
To our adventures here in Ilhern. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend as we kick off our Monday here. As we do, we are going to kick off with our roll call. As previously noted, Ridra is running a little late. Hopefully, can join in. So we'll be getting our roll call with Joe.
Yep.
Tempest.
Hello.
Arson.
Hello.
Zealous.
Here.
And Union.
I'm Union.
So, our last left parting ways here with the Rebels of the Vanquished. You managed to get rid of the baby.
Goodbye, baby.
Pawn her off on and make her someone else's responsibility. And otherwise maintained a few errands about town, getting your reward for assisting in Rheindorf, as well as a few just steps of closure, informing of Godfrey and Theodore as to the ill-timed passing of one of their acquaintances, and a few of you went to church. In fact, almost the entire party, minus 2/3 of the party went to church. Yeah, fancy that. What a good group you are. Experiences obviously varied, with Union having a glimpse into just how distant redemption might be for him. We pick up that evening as you have settled at a table there in the Adventuring Guild, acquired a list of quests, and decided on one of the Wayfinder reports involving a potential profitable venture in the mountains side of east of Lofen. Now, as it is evening, is there any last things to do before you guys flip over for your downtime long rest?
I do. Go ahead.
I do believe Union and Zealous were going to have some kind of interaction.
All right. Well, you are currently seated about a table with the rest of your companions. This is where you plan to do it.
Is Zealous like mean mugging Union?
Mean mugging.
I believe
you've
been cited as staring daggers at him constantly.
Yeah. Are the daggers still being stared?
Yes.
All right. We're at like one big table, like Ridra's next to us, like nomming on cheese or whatever, and everyone's just talking, and Zealous is just staring.
Basically.
All right. Union's just gonna sort of look up, having been, a bit more reserved than normal this evening, and just say, Zealous.
There's no response.
Zealous, is this going to be an issue?
Is it?
I do not know. You were the one staring at me.
I will pointedly stare somewhere else.
And just sort of glances at the rest of the party, then returns to Zealous. Are you going to have issues working with me?
I've worked with worse.
It's more telling of you than of me. Well, are you going to what can I do to dissuade you of this opinion you have of me?
The truth.
I have told you no falsehoods.
You also haven't told me much.
I presume Ridra is being very interested. Union says, well, what would you like to know? I will not hide things that I've done, the man I have been.
You gonna talk about the things you said later? Or are you still gonna hide them?
I've hidden nothing. If I have not told you every detail of my past, you have not told me every detail of yours. I am allowed privacy, but if you have questions, ask, and I shall answer.
Only yesterday did you mention you even had a brother.
I had a brother, yes.
You killed him?
Yes, I did.
Why?
I did not know it was him. I was a different man then, running with a bad crowd. We attacked and we raided a town, and in a hall I fought a guardsman, and I struck him down. I drove my axe deep into his chest. I still remember the way the bones snapped and the cavity caved in. And it wasn't until I pulled off the masks, his helmet, to see if he had any necklaces or anything worth taking that I recognized the face. We had drifted apart, and I had not been in contact with him for some time. That is where we were going, what we were doing when Ideal died and Bella got turned into a baby. We were trying to stop the man I followed when I did that. When I was not Union.
Union?
It is not the name I have always gone by.
So now you have multiple names.
I was born at a Mandaris rake, and then in the band they called me Shaitan. And then after I slew my brother and turned to the Lord of Rebirth for some shot at redemption, I took the name Union. Which is what I go by now.
Sheesh, can't even respect your own name.
I do not deserve my family's his name. Not after what I did. Perhaps one day I will go by Rake again, but not for some time, I fear.
What of Ideal? What happened to him?
He he was, we thought, as far as I can understand it, I suffered grievous wounds uh, when Orson died, but he went looking for the body of the man I ran with, the man I followed into battle. We thought we slew him up north, but Idea went to find the body so that I might lay it to rest, and apparently was slain by the man. He was not dead.
Seems like it's a thing over here. The dead not being dead.
You may or may not hear a yell from Ridra, interrupting your
I
testimony.
tried so hard.
Onarson, being the only one who is aware of him, he is running off.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Alrighty. Wisdom, if I remember right.
Uh,
Ridra, you are unable to speak
Whoops.
as your throat is seizing up. You are beginning to choke.
Oh my god.
yes, Wisdom.
Okay. You can feel as your magics channel through your holy symbol, reach out and envelop with a quick blast of the rising moon. The man is stunned in place. While Ridger is right next to you choking.
Somebody take care of that. I'm going after that one. And I run after.
You need to specify.
I point to Ridra. Somebody take care of this. I'm taking care of the guy who threw the dagger.
Oh, darn, I don't remember how I dealt with Bella choking.
Pat her on the back.
Be
Tempest.
careful.
Spit it out.
She's not large.
Oh, that's right. The rest of the party is apparently. Oh no, Union, you had a 15. You would notice there's a fucking dagger sticking out of her back.
Wait, Ridder's been stabbed.
As the cleric goes running off.
As I say,
It was the
somebody
cleric.
take care of that. I'm going
He
after
has a servant of Bull. Strike him down. Betrayal.
You come
Et tu,
crashing
Brute, get him.
through the open doors of the guild hall, already having a lead on the absurd cries of the paladin behind you, to see a man in very plain and nondescript leathers, currently in the midst of what looks to be attempting to stab himself as you had held him.
I'm chasing the cleric.
It's like 10 feet out the door, guys. It's not a long.
Yeah,
it's
we're not
it's
that
not a
far.
big sprint. It's right there.
Union's gonna deal with Ridra.
Okay, do I see the guy on the floor?
Ridger's poisoned. And in about 6 more seconds, is going to need to make another save. But yes, Zealous, it's a very obvious man being held in place by what looks to be trindles of moonlight, with a dagger like an inch from his throat.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him. If I hit the dagger, I don't know.
I heard
go,
Tempest.
hold on. Please don't kill this man.
It's already bunching. It's
Yeah,
at
I
advantage
see
because it's
that.
paralyzed.
Yes. And that's going to be a crit if it hits.
So far, it hasn't.
There's so many numbers. It'd be quicker to.
Yeah, just press up enter. There you
Oops.
go. So, in your rush to take down the individual, you swing and just throw your punch wide, clipping against the paralyzed man. Is anyone going to be doing anything about Vidra?
I'm trying to see what I can do.
Vidra, another con save, please.
I'm going to sort of glance upward and just say a soft please and attempt to lesser restoration Ridra and
Okay.
heal the poison.
Well, you lay your hands on her as her eyes close. This contorted look of pain on her face. I need a religion check from you.
Please, Lathandar, please. God.
You can feel that brief bit of warmth. And there's that hope boiling in your stomach as the power starts to surge forth. But then there's a different feeling, rather recently familiar, as if being dragged down by numerous hands, interrupting your focus.
Union just sort of gasps, his eyes going wide, sort of mid cast.
Ridra, at this point, is unconscious. Still breathing, best you can tell. Well, as best she can. Joe, Tempest, and Arson still have actions this run around.
I will attempt to remove the dagger from his hand.
Okay, I need a athletics check to try and pry paralyzed hands open. Okay. You struggle with it for a bit, but you have begun to pry his hands open. Soon, a wicked blade clatters to the ground.
By the way, are there any guards or anything coming by?
Not at the moment. In fact, you look around, doesn't even seem to be any adventurers reacting.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, you're getting a few odd stares, but most of them seem to be assuming that it's handled.
Yeah.
Tempest, Joe?
Well, thanks to Union, he gave me an idea. Being that I knew our restoration paladin has kind of been low on batteries lately. I went ahead and had a talk with one of my deities to grant me a little something with this new level up. And I'm going to go over to Rydia, and I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration.
All right. She remains unconscious, but you can tell that her breathing, over the course of the casting of the spells, warmth flows from you to the small reptilian creature. The airway opens up, and there's this instinctual gasp to fill the lungs. Still a dagger sticking out of her back.
You know what? That's a good That looks like something I want. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out, and if
Ridra, you
possible,
are shaken awake by a dagger being ripped out of your back.
Oh God.
it's fine. I had to do that so that I could do this. I want to cast Cure Wounds on it. Believe me, you wouldn't have liked it if I healed it while it was still there.
I mean, considering Joe's relationship with Ridra, that's just about perfect.
I'm deep down. You probably can't tell this, but I'm very disappointed that she woke up and saw me do this. I didn't want her to see this happen. That's
Oh,
why I went ahead and waited for her to pass out
You're to
before
her
I.
back.
Hmm?
You're to her back. She doesn't see you yet. She has a perception of 10.
That's fine.
And I imagine like Union is sort of like holding her in his arms.
As far as you know, Ridra, Union saved your life.
Yep.
So we're even now.
Union just frowns and glances over at Joe, sort of embarrassed that he knew any of the magic came from him and not his healing abilities.
As far as outside, Tempest, Zealous. Tempest, you still have an action. If there's something you want, you won't do anything unless told to. Okay. So weapon
If
drawn,
one
ready
of
to go.
if one of you guys could just, kind of grab a hold of him and hold him, I think we need to talk to this guy.
Zealous, you're bigger.
Zealous is gonna look at Arson. Kind of worried. Why is he not moving?
Because of my magic. I imagine the tendrils of Moonlight are still wrapped around him.
Just slowly spinning about him like a coil of rope.
Oh wait, I'm gonna pick up the dagger. I'm gonna give that to Ridra later.
You're the best.
Oh no, I didn't drop that dagger.
No, the one he was
No,
going to
not
cut
that
his
one.
Okay.
own throat.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm keeping that.
It drips with a black liquid, Tempest.
I'm not touching that part of it. Mm.
Damn, Joe.
Jeez.
Holy shit!
Anyhow, is anyone going to attempt to follow Arson's request?
Zealous, you're
I'll carry him, yeah. But
Thank you.
like he's not moving.
Well, once you get a hold of him, that was when I was going to drop the spell.
Your spell drops. Which, being that he was paralyzed and he already had a message to his nervous system, he punches himself in the throat. Not nearly as effective.
Ooh.
He tried.
That's great.
Now you can grab him.
As he's
Yeah.
hiking up along and just like eyes watered up. A athletics versus his defending attempt. He slips through and begins to run off.
I still have my action, right?
Yes.
Let's try this again. I got spell slots.
Okay. He once again is paralyzed.
Now grab him before he tries to do that again.
Someone tried to assassinate me.
Do you have many enemies, little
mean-
barrel lizard?
I know secrets, and secrets always have enemies. But no one's tried to assassinate me before. I'm on the complete
They
wrong
did
side
not.
of this.
They did not succeed. Praise the
Thank you.
Thunder. You're
I
welcome.
appreciate the help.
You're welcome. Here, drink this. Union offers her his mug of ale.
I'll drink.
Is that another check?
It would be an athletics at advantage as he is paralyzed. This is more how good of a grip do you get on him.
Yay.
Wow.
All right, pretty good grip.
Now I drop the spell and approach. I'm sure he got like 2 feet away.
I mean, he had his turn. He made a good 20 feet. He's pretty quick.
There.
Like he's a rogue or something.
Yeah. Right. Who are ya?
Spits in your face.
I wipe it. No, I use
It
prestidigitation. Rude. I once again use prestidigitation to clean it off. I stand to the side, so it's harder for him to spit. Tell me who you are.
Tempest is trying so hard not to laugh right now.
Just best interrogation ever. No response.
If I go out there, is he someone I recognize at all?
Well, if you first does Union put you down?
Think so, because he gave me his beer.
Okay. If you step out, there would be the figure of Zealous holding someone in place. Loose, not initiative, but semi-initiative. You would make it around in time to see. Is no one you recognize, like the actual person, but you may recognize the gear and getup as a murderer for hire.
Yeah, kind of. So I don't think we're gonna get much out of him.
I can try.
You can try, but I don't think you're gonna get much.
You don't know
I
who this
wanna-
is, Rydia?
I have my name's not ready yet. But no, I don't. But I'm pretty sure he's an assassin. Pretty
Should
shitty one. I mean, I'm fine.
Should we turn him over to the authorities?
He spits again, and there is something solid that hits the ground a few feet away.
I want to look at it.
I
Scamper over to find a tongue.
Oh,
As
there's
Zeal-
your answer.
As Zealous, his head goes limp against you.
Zealous, did you do that?
That'd be a new thing if I did.
Just the best hug.
I mean,
Is it too late to go and cure wounds him so he doesn't die? He just has to live without a tongue.
can't talk without a tongue though. So what's the use?
Because he has to suffer now.
I mean, he'll be fine if he has. If you bring him back without. That's even better. He can't share secrets.
Fair.
It's called
Let him
But-
die. That's what he
You may
deserves.
not be the most, you may be a little biased there, Rindra.
There is
I
choking
mean-
sounds as blood is going into his throat.
I give him a cure wounds just so we don't have to see that.
Okay.
Right, we're taking him to the guards.
He's just gonna get out.
Yeah, but guess what? This is for you. I give her a 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna check his mouth since he's throwing a lot of things out from it. Is there anything else there?
I need an athletics check to open his mouth. Okay. You force his jaw open, and you can see that there was a glass or some sort of ceramic capsule that he apparently may have bit on, and whatever it was that he spat at Arson didn't have the desired effect. But otherwise, you see nothing other than the stump of a tongue that he just bit off.
I actually lost track if he's like dead, dying, or healed.
He just got a, I'm assuming, level 1 cure wounds.
Yeah.
So he's effectively on the verge of death.
He got 7.
So he's at 7.
Okay, spit that out as well.
It's attached to his tooth.
I guess we'll try to remove it.
Your hands are a little large for street side dentistry.
I'm not trying for something clean.
As in, you can't really fit your hand in his mouth. His jaw doesn't work
Okay.
that way.
Fair enough.
Zealous, don't break his jaw.
Or do.
You're not helpful right now.
I mean, I could be helpful, but I have a feeling that I don't want to go be helpful right
Ridra, his eyes sort of gloss over towards you, and that like hazy. He swore he was able to get away with killing himself, like fucking healing magic.
till I'm gonna raise my glass to him.
And he smiles.
Ah, jeez.
A blood smeared smile.
Okay, so I have a choice here, friends. I have a feeling I might know who wants to kill,
Okay.
but he might not be the person who wants to kill me, and he could give me information. What do you think? Should I roll the dice?
Who is it?
Do you want me to be like this guy? I can't answer that.
Let me rephrase that. Actually, no, I got nothing.
What manner of being is it?
The
Can you tell
manner
us
of
that
being
much?
that someone would rather kill themselves than double cross.
I mean, what are you expecting us to do if this thing is trying to kill you?
Nothing.
Didn't really
Now
ask
she
for help, sort of just.
Do you think I should roll the dice?
I say go for it.
Ela iacta est.
What?
I don't speak German. I'm sorry.
That's Latin. It's time to roll the dice. No, the die is cast.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take off then. Towards
Bye,
my
Ridra.
favorite
Be
bar.
safe.
To your friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arson, do we have to keep him alive? Can we just,
Yes! Let's get him to the guards!
why?
So he might face justice.
That and...
Actually, important question. Does he have any other sharp objects on him?
Is anyone going to investigate his
I
belongings?
will.
Who is skilled in pat down?
I will.
Hydra is.
Not.
But Ridra ran away.
You find upon his belt, not so much a sheath, but what looks to be a loose leather pouch, and just slightly running down the side of it is that same black liquid that is still currently dripping away from your blade. Other than that, there is a silver coin that it seems to be sewn into the pouch itself of the forward facing of a serpent's head. For a moment, you swear it looked at you.
That's kind of creepy. I'm gonna like kind of sheath the blade in the pouch and like take the pouch. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm trying to figure out.
Gotta take his belt off.
I
Does
don't care.
she?
The belt holds his pants up.
I
Does-
don't care.
Okay.
Does Tempest show us the sort of snake icon?
No.
Okay.
She'll kind of like
pants to
tilt
me.
it towards. She'll like tilt the pouch toward Arson so he can take a look, but she's not gonna really like say anything about it nor tell anyone about it.
Not quite
But no,
grasp the
yeah,
whole
she'll
party thing.
I mean, it's like she doesn't trust any of you except for Arson,
Fair.
and she likes Ellis. Actually, she likes Ellis.
So Zealous, you're now holding a man whose pants are around his ankles.
Is this really necessary? Eden is just like, what is going on?
As she pries the leather pouch free.
Mage hand to hold the pants up. Maybe a little bit of a wedgie.
It's 5 pounds of pressure.
That's why I said a little bit.
Yeah.
And also, since I saw the coin history to see if I recognize the iconography.
Certainly.
Oh wait, I should probably do that too. Can I do
Nope.
that?
I got nothing.
Also, what would it be to check to see if I know, or if I know what that black liquid is?
You would need a poisoner's kit or an alchemist's kit to be certain.
Can I do like a wild guess?
You could attempt a nature check on it to get a broad stroke of what it could be, but the chances are slim.
I'll roll with slim. History for the snack and
typing.
nature. I'm just making sure I did the history right.
Yay, double
S-
wizards.
Snack. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was good at what you're not good at, right? Yeah, I'm good at what you're not good at.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird that I succeeded in the thing that you're supposed to be good at.
Well, when you roll the 1, you roll the 1.
Yeah.
Also, technically, you're smarter than me.
Oh right, that's true. Technically, just by a little bit.
What is what Joe up to?
He's just been watching this. He really is not currently participating in it.
Okay.
Just trying. I mean,
I am looking for guards. Or calling for them.
Okay. It's a pretty fast response time. They tend not to have too many people around the Adventurers Guild because it's
we can handle
adventurers, so you really
ourselves.
should be able to handle yourselves.
But
But eventually, a pair, a halfling and a human, come running up in their chainmail getup.
I will explain the situation about how the victim ran away to go take care of something, but the very least, he is the perpetrator.
All right. Give me a persuasion check. As what they see is a man whose pants are being held up only by Mage Hand,
Nope.
held by a giant walking wall of armor.
I don't suppose I
That's-
got any assistance, did I?
Oh,
no,
what?
no one spoke up in
Well-
time.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to ask you to let this man go.
Let him go, Zealous.
He's got glass in his mouth. It was glass, right?
The halfling does not look amused.
Let him go for. Wow.
But he is an assassin.
You have proof of this.
What? He stabbed our friend and she ran off.
I'm afraid with no proof, either I gotta take him down with all of you,
Or we gotta let him go.
I mean, if y'all all want to come willingly, we can sort it out in the morning.
Given that we do not have his would-be victim, I do not know.
I have the blade that he tried to kill himself with the poison he used.
That is evidence. Guardsman, he carried this dagger. He points at Tempest.
Tempest just gonna look at Union just like, the fuck?
Show them the dagger.
She'll hold up the. She won't hold up the pouch, but she'll like take the dagger out of the pouch, being very careful not to touch the liquid, and then just sort of show. But she's not gonna hand it over.
I didn't just whisper that to Jera, I swear.
Well,
No,
you didn't hit enter,
literally
which is
to,
the
no,
important
literally
part.
to slash whisper Jera.
Oh, so it wouldn't work anyway.
I'm afraid I can't prove that that's his.
I'm
How do I know that's not
gonna-
yours?
Fair point. All right. She's just gonna put the dagger away, tie the pouch onto her own belt.
Takes the dagger from you. Kind of looks it over real quick. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
who
You
took
saying
the
you're putting
dagger?
you're
What?
putting it on your belt?
Yeah, she put it away, like put the dagger back in the pouch, tied that up, put it.
I'm sorry. Did you just say there was poison on that?
I'm assuming. I don't know. It's just black.
The halfling steps forward and starts giving you a strange look. They're
Just
overall
gonna give a strange look
a
back.
strange. Well, no, as in they've been sort of listening and letting the human do most of the talking, but their overall mood seems to have shifted. I don't know what you're trying to frame this innocent man for, but we need you to let him go right now.
Zealous, let him go.
I mean, I'm not holding on to
There's
him, but by all means,
there's
I'm not
something else
saying.
going on here.
All right. Zealous. What? Lessons. Some
Did Union cut out really badly for anyone else?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Sorry, I've been playing with the since, so I don't.
Playing with the so don't.
Sorry, I'm playing with the sensitivity so that, like, when I click, it doesn't pick up.
You're gonna
It
hear
forever
that
will.
anyways. Deal with it.
Yeah, Union would just tell Zealous to let him go.
All right.
Man, free from the brute, rolls his shoulders, holds a hand out to Tempest, gesturing at his pants being held up by a mage hand.
Oh, right, the belt. She's just gonna hand the belt back with a smile.
He gives you one likewise. Blood still smeared across his face from the oral inspection.
I like him.
Straps it on, nods to the guards, doesn't say a word for some odd reason. Turns and just stares at Arson as he slips into an alley.
I'm staring right back.
Looks like you made a friend.
About 18 seconds later. What the fuck? The guards. Oh god, my head. Wait, wasn't there why'd you call us here?
Never mind. False alarm. And I go back into the guild hall.
And falling behind.
Looks at the rest of you like, well, we were just. We gotta get back on our patrol.
Do I have to cast that every time I'm gonna use that?
Yes. You don't have to click the button.
Okay.
Just let him know.
Okay. It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Just doing it again. So
I'm also going back in the guild hall.
It's one of those spells that we always forget until it's too late to grab. Because it's so useful.
oh yeah, I fucking love it. It's great.
Is anyone saying the guards before they walk off?
Nope.
All right.
No.
So we're gonna pan the camera over to Ridra, slipping back into her favorite bar. A few
Oh my
looks,
fucking
as you
dude.
expect. People aren't thrilled with the progress you've made, of course. You there, Ridra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm still alive.
A few people look at you confused, a little upset because, I mean, they'd be more than happy to be rid of you.
And hop up to the bar.
Ah. Little skelly friend, back for another drink tonight.
Yes, please. I would love one.
What you chasing?
Oh, I'm really thirsty. I'm going to point to the one for buying information.
Pulls it down, pours it. 10 gold.
Slide it across the table.
Not often you buy off the top of the shelf. Something on your mind? Lean closer. Start the chatter.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm just gonna kind of turn around, show the back of my back.
Huh.
Kind of ran into someone. Don't know who they are. I want to find out who's looking for me.
Silence for a second. I mean, I haven't heard of any of your friends come a calling.
See, that just makes things more confusing. I don't think any of Grandpa's friends know about me anymore.
You ain't drinking at any other bars, huh?
No, just this one. Why would I go anywhere else? It's my favorite place.
Good to have a loyal customer. Look, we're a little out of your preferred drink, but I could see if I can't get a shipment in.
Oh, I would very much appreciate it. And I'll throw another 10 gold on.
You got any descriptions? Vintage, perhaps?
Very little. I'll kind of describe what the guy looked like. I kind of left in a hurry and didn't get any markings.
I'll ask my suppliers. We'll see what we can do. I hate to leave you thirsty.
That'd be good. Did seem like a very expensive drink. Loyal one, but not expensive.
I'll keep that in mind.
I appreciate it.
Goes back to wiping his glass. Your drink sits there on the counter.
I'll quickly drink it. Hop down.
It's water.
Yeah, I know.
Just make that clear. It's water.
All right, everyone.
It's
See you guys
clean
later.
water that matters.
See you guys when I get back. Don't miss me too much.
Just like, why? Why?
I love this bar. Then I'll head back to the party.
It's about 20 minutes after the incident with the guard, so we'll pan back and fill that time in very quickly. As you all gather back, fortunately your table is still open.
It's like it was like 15 minutes max.
And my crate's there.
So what do? Everyone sans Ridra.
I sit down and order the strongest drink they have.
Oh, Ridra, I have a gift for you.
Ridra's not there.
She's not
Oh,
there.
I
yet.
thought you just said Ridra.
Sans
Never mind.
Ridra. Missing Ridra.
Ew, thank you. I thought that was a fancy word for. You know, I'm not really good at
It's fine.
And he has really fancy words, and so I just sometimes assume and pretend like I know what he's saying.
It's okay. If you don't understand, by all means, just let me know.
And don't be like me and not tell him you were colorblind for 3 years.
As we describe everything in greens and reds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Then there were the lasers in Secret World. We don't talk about those.
The lasers.
Yes, we do, but not right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
For that raid in Destiny. Can't believe we forgot. We knew you were
Anyhow.
colorblind. We just forgot.
Anyhow,
Yes.
Yes.
like I
Strongest
said, you
drink.
have 20 minutes worth of inter-party minus the kobold to try and fill. If there's nothing other than drinking, you can fast forward to her showing up.
Well, there is something that I would like to bring up with the party now that everyone of importance is here. I will pull out a small chest that I've been holding and let everybody know that we did receive our payment from the guild. And as the party is here and everything, how would the party like to distribute these funds?
Well, I wasn't here for that, so
I'm
Ditto.
aware of that. But I mean, obviously, me and Union were involved in the events that got us this payment. And Zealous, I mean, she wasn't there for that, or he wasn't there for that, but he was one of the main contributors to get us that far. I'm just curious to know, now that we are a party, do we want to split this evenly, or do we want to split it among the people involved? Or do we want to put it aside for future expenses?
I didn't earn it. I don't think I have a say in it. Therefore, I'm not voting.
I'm in the same boat as Tempest.
Joseph, we are missing Ridra. I know you may not trust her.
I mean, missing is a strong word.
Joseph, Ridra,
And I
Ridra
mean,
was very valuable.
if I remember right, they didn't she already get compensated for the very very small contribution that she provided to earn this? I think she demanded payment up front, correct?
I admit I do not remember financing our kobold, what with the whole dying and all that.
It wasn't you who paid her. It was the other tiefling.
You mean Ideal?
Yes, that one.
Well,
Scorgan forgot his name. Joe did not.
okay.
Just because.
Don't worry, he's typing to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Ideal.
Yes.
That's what I got.
But I mean, I know
Pretty
me
good.
and Rid that I'm very distrustful of the barrel lizard, but I do believe he's already compensated her. And being that she fled before the real work got done, I
How
understand you weren't there for that either, Union, but you did quite a bit to get us to a point. The point is, I mean, I'm not. I'm just the speaker for the party, as far as
how
the speaking to the guild. As
how
far
much
I'm in.
is in
I
the
do not
chest?
consider myself to be a leader of this group.
How much is in the chest?
The equivalent of 200 platinum.
That is 2,000 gold.
Yes, but they're in these. I believe Mutt said they were roughly 10 bars, so that each bar is worth 20.
Yeah, 10 trade bars.
10 trade bars.
Which only operate here in this region, as a note.
How many of us are there? Quickly count up the party.
7, I think.
6 total. 8 if you include your orcs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that there's the orcs, and but no, they're
Given the disparate nature of the party, I'm open to other suggestions. I would not be
Desperate.
opposed. Disparate. I would not be opposed to setting that aside as a dedicated fund for which to draw emergencies, such as if we need to pay for resurrections or other such large expenses.
so you would like me to add it to the party fund?
I would agree unless there are those. Yes. Thank you, Evan.
Go on.
Uh,
Welcome.
yes, I think that would be reasonable unless there are those of us that need direct infusions of cash right now.
Well, I don't exactly need a direct infusion of cash. I'm pretty stingy on what I buy, but
That was in character.
yeah.
Raise eyebrow and
Shh.
look.
For the record,
Hold
there are
on.
2 crates on the table.
Hold on.
Two
I
crates.
explain it to you, Ursula.
But one thing I do feel that maybe the party fund should involve is possibly I've heard of these magical bags that have the ability to carry quite a bit of weight and items in them. To get one of those just to carry around all these coins that I'm going to like literally pick the like 80-pound bag out of my pack that's just full of coins at this point. It's like something that to maybe lighten this load a bit.
That
Yes, I approve a bag of holding.
Yes.
I would agree. A bag of holding would be a good investment. How much of that would such a bag eat up?
I mean, that's I'd have to like look at the suggested price. I don't have it list.
Can we get one big enough to put Ridra in? Just curious.
Technically, yes.
Yes.
But is there air in a bag of holding?
That's the bad.
There's
That's the other
plenty.
part.
Yes.
What?
There's around 10-ish minutes of air.
Poke her head out the top. Shh, don't worry about
You
it.
could do it the other way. Just poke her head. Um, but yeah. I mean, it's either that or try to find someone who's capable of liquidating quite a bit of these funds into um, precious gems, possibly. But they have a tendency to sometimes lose their value when you travel to other places. Sometimes,
Yeah, I would recommend bag of holding. That was probably the best.
Yes, I originally I thought maybe we would turn them into these trade bards, but they're only good in this area. So
In this region, so all that blue, they're good in.
yeah,
It's a pretty large region.
it's a pretty large
Apparently,
region.
we're planning
but
to travel. Shit.
yes,
We're going to here.
have wand will travel. We're going over here, you say?
Like, I think it's over to here-ish.
Roughly.
Yeah.
So over there near the hills.
It's almost due east of Laufen.
Gotcha.
About this time, Ridra will be arriving.
Just walk up to the table, hop up in a chair.
Hello, Ridra.
Hi.
Tempest is going to take both dagger and bag still together and just place it in front of Ridra and just say, "A gift from your."
Wait, you lay the little
Like without
pouch?
its like the pouch and the little dagger, like the dagger in the pouch, like the sheath,
lay
and
it
like
down.
put it, like hold it, like if it's gonna tip over, I'm holding it still so it doesn't like spill everywhere.
Okay, that's important. It's very important clarification.
I know, I forgot that I needed to clarify that. No, I'm making sure it doesn't fucking spill, and I'm not touching the black shit.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Don't touch the black stuff unless you
Yes.
want to. Just recommendation.
Gonna stuff it in my bag.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay.
Just went.
Duly noted.
Tempest just face
it
bombs.
gets everywhere.
You didn't tell me there was stuff on it.
I thought you would look.
Do you want me to
I
clean it?
honestly-
Because I can.
I honestly thought you would look at it and not just shove it in your bag. You said you do secret things. Usually you look at stuff when it's secret stuff and just shove it in your bag.
We're in the middle of public. You don't
Would
do
you like
secret
me
things in
to-
public.
Would you like me to?
Yes.
I will Presty the bag.
Okay. All soils are removed from the bag.
Does that include the tongue?
The tongue is now clean.
Oh, cool.
Is all the black stuff out?
No.
I tried.
For the record, while it's still laying down, it continues to pour.
I'll unlay it down. I'll kind of pick it
I
up.
need a dexterity save to carefully pick up the now coated leather pouch. Okay.
Not my bag, not my problem, not my bag.
Very
not my-
gingerly, you remove this flowing, seemingly pouch of this inkish substance.
Why would you give me this?
I thought you'd like it. It's a
You
pretty dagger.
You didn't tell me what it was.
I don't know what it is. I just
You-
know not to touch it. And it has kind of a cool little coin on it.
You could have
Thought
told
you
me
might
not to
like it.
touch it. Or to not
I
just
did.
throw
I
it in my
told you
bag.
not to touch it. I didn't think you'd throw it in your bag. I honestly thought you were smart enough to look at it to see if it had anything in it. There's like even a little drip that was dripping down the side, so you could have.
I thought you'd be smart enough to tell someone not to lay it on the side.
By the way,
I thought
Ridra,
you'd be
you do
more
see the
observant.
coin. And again, much like her, it's like it's staring at you. No matter which way you hold it.
Does it look familiar to me at all?
No.
Huh.
You can safely say you've never encountered this emblem before.
Who the hell's trying to kill me?
That's a good question.
I'm just a single
And what
coin.
did you do to make them want to kill you?
Secrets are important, but I don't know that many super good secrets that aren't public knowledge.
Excuse me, ma'am. Your bag's leaking.
I know.
And burning a hole in the floor.
Oh,
As you hear
jeez.
all of the stuff in her bag falls out as it eats through the material.
I told you not to touch it.
You didn't say not to pour it in my bag. We're in the middle of, like, people. Why would I look at something that's secret in the middle of a group of...
Look.
Why would I
look,
have pulled something
blah,
up there
blah, blah,
in the middle of
Oh my
people?
god, my disguise kit's in there. Oh my god, my pitchfork is in there.
I will mage hand everything out as needed.
The pitchfork is just like dangling, like the top is held on by the top of the bag.
Oh my god.
But don't lick or drink it on her.
Yo, what the fuck?
Luckily, I have mage hand and it's helpful.
So I'm gonna take the pouch and kind of put it back in front of Tempest.
Do you lay it down?
No. I've learned.
You'll note that it appears that there's space enough for 2 daggers, not just 1. So the one that is in there is a little loose. But as a small commotion at the rising of acrid smoke behind the kobold stirs, a few attendants come over and begin to help.
Don't touch it.
Ready for hazmat scenarios.
All right, adventurers. They're probably used to this.
Okay, do you guys know what this is?
Nope. But gonna have to replace my floor now.
Tempest.
Don't look at me. You're the one with the bag.
Look, they're
You're
looking at the
one
bag.
who- She threw it. She
I give 5 gold. Put 5 gold on the table.
See, that's what a smart adventurer does. Shuts up and pays up. Takes the
Yep.
money, bites it, sticks it in his pocket, finishes cleaning.
Okay, I have been called stupid now 3 times in this conversation. I was gonna come and tell you the really interesting stuff I learned about all this, but no, you're not getting any secrets from free anymore.
Even if it helps us protect you.
I'll be safe. I've been safe my whole life.
You
I
should have.
point to
Never
the
mind.
hole
20
in your
minutes ago.
shirt in the back.
Am I dead?
Yes, because we helped you.
Wait, what?
Arson, you don't need that drink anymore. Tempest is just gonna take his drink again.
I am not dead.
Because of us.
Okay,
You
that's
just said
cool.
she was dead.
Look, the point is,
Lightweight.
oh my god, all my stuff is in there. Is any of my stuff like alive?
Alive?
My daggers are still on me, but in one piece.
Your disguise kit is slowly trying to crawl away. No.
Wait, what?
Just like, that one I can't explain just by you being an adventurer. What the hell? But it takes some effort to acquire most of your goods any longer, and there was risk of failure.
I think hanging out with you
Tempest is sorry,
people's
but I
bad
am so
luck.
sorry.
You people are bad luck.
Um,
You're lucky I'm a freelancer now.
all right, we're closing up the hall. 20 minutes warning.
Alright, we should probably go to sleep. Go to bed. Get up in the morning. Figure out more about the mines.
I returned here in the morning. Where are you all staying?
I usually just kind of sleep outside,
Yes.
but I'm not sure if that's safe at the moment.
Oh, that reminds me. Theodore has some openings if you're looking for a place to stay.
I am looking for a place to stay.
I am returning to Grandma's.
You have a grandma?
Yes?
He
Not.
brought you there. Remember?
We've been
Oh,
in
yeah.
town like several days now, right?
This would have been only the second day that you've officially been in town.
Okay.
You guys kind of blitzed through your first day back, did errands.
Yeah.
I'm getting an in room tonight because I don't feel like staying at the temple.
I'm staying with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check on the orcs and the bear.
Okay.
Did
I'll
you
follow Zealous.
stable the orc?
No, I would
No.
hope.
Oh,
They wouldn't let me. they wanted to stay outside of town. They thought orcs walking around would be an issue.
I wasn't
Ah.
sure because you said and the bear. And...
They were
Well, yeah.
fine.
I mean, if
Laser beast. Actually.
I stabled the bear, the orcs.
So you all spread about for your evening as you desire. Ridger, Zealous, are you going to Theodore?
Yes. Maybe?
Because Ridger, you have no idea who Theodore is.
Yeah, I'm just following Zealous.
Okay, I'll take.
Thank you.
Noted, Joe. That man comes back with a bear. Actually comes back with a bear. We should all be worried.
If he comes back with the bear, I'm leaving.
Leaving to where?
I don't know.
He has a
but
bear.
I'll-
You're not safe.
Yeah, I need to hide someplace if he has a bear.
But anyhow, it's a little after sunfall before you arrive. The two of you at Theodore's. Confirming you left the pouch with Tempest. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I gave you the pouch back. I don't want it.
Oh, you did?
That and the dagger. You can keep your evil thing.
Okay.
Duly noted.
I don't like this thing.
You arrive to find the front door to Theo's wide open, as it was earlier in the day. There is the faint smell of cooking, a few older sounding voices bantering back and forth there in the first room. Theodore himself comes out with looks to be a sort of small little pot, handful like in the crook of his arm, a handful of wooden bowls, spoons inside. Says, Mrs. Ellis, what one moment, need to tend to the grouchy old men. I swear. There's three individuals sort of huddled around the otherwise quaint little table that none of y'all have made use of since now y'all booked your rooms and pretty much left. Noted, Tempest. And it's safe to presume that these are the other tenants. Hurries up, serves them, comes back, wiping his hands. Someone I can help you with?
I need a room.
He finally actually looks down. You know, as many, small folk. That's a kobold.
Hi, I'm Kobold. My name is Ridra.
Back in my day, I killed 50 kobolds.
I have too, but I'm not bragging.
Confusion on an old man's face, which, let's be honest, it's a beautiful thing. Uh, uh, yeah, friend of yours, Zealous. You can vouch for this. Not to be rude, there are standards, expectations when you meet, well, just hand gestures at you.
Well, she's part of my party,
Ah,
and you said to pass the word.
that that I did. Well, any friend of Ideal, Bella, Zealous, and the crew, is of course more than welcome. I sorry for the off put. Just waiting for a boulder trap to fall on my head or something.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh,
I've seen much worse. This place is kind of nice. How much is it? How big of a room do I get? I haven't had an actual room since Grandpa died.
slow down. There's two to choose from.
Okay.
He'll lead you upstairs, starting with Ideal's old room. It's a little quaint. I have been looking at trying to get a larger place, but the market's a little slim right now. Some Emporium guy just buying everything up.
An Emporium guy?
Yeah, yeah, foreigner.
Oh,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Um, but 20 gold a month. Since I have a feeling you're gonna be like Bella and Ideal, I don't want you to feel it's too heavy of an upfront investment. Um,
I will give him 35 gold.
uh, Blinks. That is very generous of you.
Well, there's assume a deposit. And plus, I know a lot of people don't like kobolds, so there's a little bit of that in there.
It's not dislike. You again, you're vouched for as not being a kobold, so to speak. Then again,
I
he seems to think like, but then again, you are still an adventurer. So yeah, he takes the money.
I just want to start off with a good check.
Of
Do you have
course.
any bags?
I'm afraid I'm not a vendor. I'm just your landlord. I got just a little bit
Fair.
of paperwork to handle, a few signatures, and the room is yours.
Okay.
Obviously, I ask that you make not too much of a ruckus. Most of our tenants go to bed pretty much right after supper.
Oh, don't worry. I am like the quietest kobold you'll ever meet.
Okay. I'm not sure how many I intend to meet in my life.
Probably don't meet any. They're horrible.
But so far, you're one of the good ones.
Oh, thank you. I think.
They killed my son.
Oh,
For the record, yes, I did just randomize that. They killed his son.
well, if it makes you feel better, humans killed my grandpa, so
It doesn't.
I think they were humans, actually. They might have been dwarves.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't. But, that was years ago. Please, there's some soup. Being a tenant, you're more than welcome to. Master Zealous, if you'd like to partake, by all means.
I'm good.
Right. So Ritter, you are offered soup. It's not the old men haven't fallen over with death, so you're pretty sure it's not poisoned.
All right, I'll eat it.
Okay, it's passable. It's Dad's cooking, not Dad's grilling. I'm aware there's plenty fully expected to con safe. I'm aware there's plenty of dads that can cook, but man, comparing their cooking to their grilling, 9 times out of 10, totally different worlds. For those who have not had the fortune of such an experience. I gotta think about it. My dad never really grilled. I'm gonna have to yell at him about that. Way to not be
Yeah.
stereotypical dad. Anyhow, again, it's a furnished room. There's not a whole lot of decorations or such, and you, like I said, you end up in Ideal's old room.
Alrighty.
Joe, I'll pan to you real quick. Did you leave the bear with the orcs? I believe that would be the arrangement.
No, what we decided was the orc didn't want to come into town, so they were going to camp out outside of town. But I did stable the bear
Okay.
because I had to convince them that it was a tamed bear, and that they did stable it.
Okay.
I just want to check on the bear, make sure he's all right. Because
Well,
I mean,
just seems to be sleeping his day away. Like it's like he stayed up a lot longer than he planned on it.
all
Fancy
right.
that.
I won't wake him.
But they
That
inform you that he has been eating
what have they been feeding him?
fish.
Fish. That's good. Yes, he likes that.
Fish and honey specifically.
Together, or
No,
is that two different meals?
honey was a treat.
Okay.
The particular stable hand at this point, he seems to be like the animals are better than humans kind of guy. So is taking really good care of them.
Right. Okay. All right. So if I'm headed out to see the orcs now, on my way out of town, I want to get something as a gift to bring to the orcs, preferably like meat of some kind that I think they would like.
All right. At this hour, most shops are closed.
Okay.
Um,
Is there like a tavern or something that I could,
there's plenty of taverns.
yeah, type thing, just like stop in?
The one that you normally frequent, you're well aware would be doors open to you at this hour.
Right.
We really need to get a name for this bloody tavern. May just make that its name.
That sounds like a good D&D tavern name.
Yeah, we really should name this tavern the tavern. Is there a particular meat you're looking to ask about? We've got a leg of beef left. About half a lamb left. It's going to be cooked up for tomorrow's breakfast. Otherwise,
You know what? Half a lamb. That sounds pretty.
all right. You want it portioned out or as is?
No, I think I'll just take it as is.
All right.
It's wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Not sure how you plan to carry it.
I mean, out of character, I'm assuming it's not going to be that expensive if it's, I mean, not that heavy if it's half a lamb.
Oh, it's just more the shape he's referring to, as it's half a lamb, currently held up by a string, well, rope.
Oh, well, I mean, I was planning on using um, this magical disc that I have the ability to make follow me.
Ah,
Lord.
adventurers. A, a wonderful use for tensors. I'm sure he's so thrilled with you right now.
Yep.
All right. For the whole half lamb, they'll run you 15 gold.
15 gold. That sounds about right. I will deduct that from funds and put me at 35. Okay. 15 gold.
Anything else I can get for you? We've already boiled up a pot of water. Figured you'd be back.
Nope. I will probably make my way back for that as well, because I'll probably just be camping out at the table again tonight, studying my books. But for now, I will say goodbye
Ah,
and make
then.
my way.
Know where to find us.
I do.
It's a quick jaunt outside the tavern,
Yes.
not too far from the one of the main gates. And the orcs are exactly where they told you it would be. Seemingly, the shaman is currently at rest, while the other stands watch. Because technically in enemy territory.
Technically, I mean,
Technically.
but I will greet them in primordial and let them know that current plan is to be leaving on an adventure tomorrow. And they are welcome to continue to follow their um, clan leader and to show their appreciation or show my appreciation for their unquestionable loyalty. I will grant them this this wonderful carcass.
Gets quickly translated into orc for the poor guy who does not speak primordial. He is absolutely stoked because he's just been staring at this carcass of lamb like, is that for us? Tell me that's for us. The whole time, like, shut up, he's still talking. It's like that's gotta be for us.
Yes.
They ask, where would you like them to meet you in the morning?
Here'll be fine. I think we'll meet you out here when we're ready to leave.
Get a grunt in response. And the it's Morgan Thorg. I think I said Thorg was the fighter. If I remember right. I got a
I
50-50
don't know.
shot of it.
It's Morgan Thorg, but I didn't mark down any who's who.
Yeah.
Thorg's the shaman.
Thorg's the shaman. Thank you, note
Thorg's
taker.
the shaman.
Like I said, it was 50-50, guys. So Morg will delightfully get it up and start cooking the half lamb.
Yes.
It's not long before you're back at your tavern. Your particular table appears to have been reserved for you. You're not sure if they just assume you're just a night owl. I mean, maybe you sleep all day. They don't know. But the looks have gotten a little less weirded out by
Yes.
familiarity. All right, Zealous, Brawlers Guild, and we'll then hop to Union. I'm assuming you have an idea. You said you're going to Grandma's, right?
Yes.
There are some dinner pastries, of course. Zealous, Brawlers Guild.
Yeah.
Plan to fight or still recover?
So
Okay, duly noted. Go ahead. The only last thing on the laundry list, arson, identifying.
Yes.
You want that public or private?
Private.
Okay. Let me generate a handout for you, sir.
Okay. That'll be easier for all, I think.
Yep. But otherwise, everyone can hit long rest. Those who need to do extra long resty things.
I did not expect to spend 6 spell slots today, but
Don't worry about it.
most of them trying to dispel something. Then the dice flipping me off twice.
Oh, you were close.
Let me put it this way: if I had used a 4th level,
Let's give it to the right character. All right. Other than going to Grandma's,
This is
confirming
day-
unions, or didn't want to gloss over you too quick. Was there anything else you planned to do?
Union would go to Grandma's, have some cider or milk and some pastries. Then go to his room and, prepare for his nightly prayers, and then go to bed.
Okay.
That's never.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
On another roll.
Ah.
Alright.
So morning comes with little issues. All throats, as far as you can tell, intact. I will note to Arson and Tempest, the whole night you were fairly sure it's like someone was watching you.
that's why we had the bubble up.
Yep.
Just you have there's it's just a feeling as a note.
Yeah. That's why the identifier was going.
Yeah, I'm typing into the handout as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Because this is coming from handwritten stuff.
No problem.
Good thing it was just a cuddle.
What? Didn't put on a show?
Well, actually, she would, but
Yeah, but your poor cleric. No, someone's watching.
I have the bubble up. It's fine. Oh my god.
But the only primary one to note, Zealous, the Goliath is not there doing his warm up in the morning like he had been. In fact, Guild's pretty empty this morning, other than one of the dwarfs, the older one that was given instructions before. Just seeming to do some routine maintenance, pays you little mind.
I'm not bothered.
Hello?
Hi, I'm.
He's typing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It
Sorry.
just got super quiet, and then I was
Um. I'll get to you the other object shortly.
Not a problem.
Zealous, as you make your way very quickly back to check in, I can't confirm for you that no, unfortunately, she has not arrived yet. They're more than happy to try and send another message and see if she's any closer.
No, that's good.
Right. So everyone's gathering at the guild hall. After Tempest, are you going to stop by the school first?
Yeah, yes, and we're gonna go 5 minutes early.
Okay, so you would actually see Zealous leaving as you arrive.
Just waves. Hi, Zealous.
Hi.
I'll meet you guys at the hall when I'm done.
What are you doing?
Classes. Training.
You fight with the little swords?
I fight with a whip.
Hmm.
Zealous'
Yeah, you won't
opinion
be
just
saying
like
that
went
when you see.
shunk.
You won't say that when you see me, but I'm gonna be late if I don't get going. So I'll
You look up past Zealous. There he is, staring at you. Just already that look.
bye, Zealous. I'll talk to you later. Brush.
Now I'm gonna watch.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh, I better roll really well.
He actually leads her inside the building itself.
Oh, thank God.
So I'm not
Wait, what am I
allowed.
doing? Is
Unfortunately, you were not able to watch this particular session. Had you
Okay,
come literally any or other sessions,
that's fine.
um,
oh.
she's
Oh,
being
I'm in a
tested
lot of
today.
danger. Oh no.
I need 5 rolls from you.
D20s?
D20. And these would be you either attacks or spell casts. Just let me know which you're using at a given time for your very quick mock combat.
We'll do spell
I don't know
attack.
for your own mental image. You're facing the school's prodigy, the same one Ideal
Oh.
faced.
I'm trying to remember the combination order. I know the first one is.
I'm not salty about that, kid.
Just remember, if you've been able to use magic.
I think I'm gonna do 2 spells. Yeah, spell, attack. Or yeah,
Yeah, one more.
spells. End it with a spell.
Okay,
You said 5, right?
5 total. Yep.
I'll
Okay.
take. I would take that.
Yeah, no, I'm just mad about the last one.
Okay. So I need now one from Ridra, Arson, Joe, Zealous, and Union, please. Y'all can
What you
go
need?
in any order, just a flat d20 in any order you would like as far as persons, but only one d20 for each
Arson!
of you.
I am sorry. Where was that when I was trying to dispel? See, you're fine.
Still an 18.
You're fine. Even your 6'1".
Yeah,
I don't care.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Mm,
But I don't care. There's still okay. She is a perfectionist. If she misses one thing, if that's she's like gonna beat herself up over it.
How long do you wait, Zealous?
Wait, like Zealous?
Yeah, Zealous. Like she went into the same room Ideal was brought into.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that again.
Delilah is so annoyed with you. She's like, please drink something. You're just staring. Ah! She's delightfully annoyed, but annoyed. Trying so hard.
She's
Let
wonderful.
me be a host to you.
um, so let's see here. That's one out of 5. Duly noted. So as the door opens, you can hear what sounds like a whisper of a male's voice, but it carries with a significant authority that you may have passed by their standards. Don't belong on this excursion.
Yep.
As Tempest comes walking out.
She's not gonna look extremely happy. She's gonna be like head down, mutter, not the happiest in the world.
Over her shoulder, there's a kid he is fucked up being tended to right now. Which I'm sure makes Ideal so happy from the grave.
Yes,
You're
yes, it
welcome.
does. That kid annoyed me. None of my other opponents annoyed me as much as him.
He's the prodigy.
Bitch, not anymore. Sorry.
No, I beat him too.
I mean, you learn a lot from losing, folks.
Yeah.
Well,
But
Tempest still thinks she fucking lost. Like, in her mind, she failed because obviously one mistake is all you need.
the same gentleman that had escorted Tempest up closes the door behind her. Apparently on to his next student. Through the door, the berating that the kid is getting, so much worse.
There is silent berating and then angry berating. The silence is more terrifying.
You need a drink, dearie?
I don't deserve a drink. Thank you, though.
No, please take a drink. She's been offering.
I fucking made tea. Someone's gonna drink it.
We are going to turn this poor woman
okay.
into amethyst.
Tempest will take it anyways.
She just gives you a happy little like, yay. As far as the rest, you all meet up at the guild hall.
Union would spend his morning at the at Lathandar's temple,
Duly noted.
praying, maybe speaking with Palace. Palace?
Palace.
Palace. If he's there, but otherwise.
As he noted, he is there all days of the week. You are directed to when you seek him out to a courtyard behind the temple, where he and what appears to be 4 young individuals, young per their races, a half-elf human, a dwarf, and a full elf. You're not sure the exact descent. All of which are currently undergoing um, the more physical aspect of a paladin's discipline.
Union would sort of stop at the edge of the courtyard and watch, not wanting to interrupt the lesson.
It's not very long. Catches you at the corner of the eye. Says something in just barely a whisper, and one of the students steps forward and takes over running the drills. And you can spend the morning speaking with Pallas. Are you looking for something in depth today, my child?
I fear, not fear. I think my party will be departing today, and so I wanted to speak with someone of the Lord of Birth's favor before I depart.
Very well. Motions you and gestures at the same nook that you had taken in. There's that brief flash of memory, the last vision you had there.
Definitely some hesitation.
It is never easy, the path we choose.
Journey before destination, and he'll follow Pallet the little nook.
I take it you're still having troubles guiding the power through yourself?
One of my party members was attacked yesterday. She was stabbed and poisoned. I tried to cast out the poison with my magics, but would not come.
I wish I knew what the first step to give you was, Union. I can see trouble behind those eyes of yours. I assure you, if you were ill favored by Lathandar, we wouldn't be able to discuss.
Yet there is something in that is stopping the magic from coming. Blocks our Lord as he attempts to work through me.
Are you still fully given over to our Lord?
I know I I made a deal with a being that was, well, go into great detail, explain everything that happened in up by Grafen and by Grafen? No,
Rheindorf, but
Rheindorf. Uh, and explain everything and what they got and Orson and the whole thing.
including the devils.
Oh, absolutely.
He listens, face not changing, it's very evidently letting you get all this off your chest. This was a woeful bargain you've made, Union.
I
And
was trying to act for the betterment of us all. We had to stop him.
in the moment, it may have seemed the only recourse. I understand, and I am so very sorry for you. But you've not fallen from the path so much. You walk with such weight upon it now. I beg that you just be careful of the steps ahead. I will make some inquiries. See
I would
if
I would give up this other power. I do not know if it's possible, but I would forsake it and all its boons. Walk again in the path of the light.
well, redemption is not a revolving door, child. So rather than cut yourself with the blades of the past,
Glances down at his freshly bandaged hand.
you need forge your path anew.
I will try to do this.
As for your dealings, I'll make some inquiries.
Thank you.
I wish you had brought this up on our last meet. Had I known, I would not have had you so willfully still your mind and let them in. I am sorry, my child.
I'm the one. I'm the one that is sorry.
Well, I must see to the young ones, and you
Of course.
have a party to protect. It'll be hard not being able to rely on that which you've become accustomed to, but who knows? Another level of growth from it, perhaps.
Thunder bless you.
And you, Union. He reaches and he'll actually clasp your arm, and there is a familiar pulse of lay of hands. He seals your cuts. And that, he gives it a pretty hard grip, stops.
Alright. Yes.
Stands and walks away.
Gonna stare down at his palm for a long moment and sort of grasp his fist, nails pressing into where the cut had been before he turned, makes his way toward the guild hall.
Alrighty. Anyone else? Oh, Zealous made a friend.
Figure go to Wayfinders, ask about that particular dungeon in particular.
Alrighty. The Wayfinders themselves operate at a building basically more or less a block adjacent to the adventuring hall, as it itself takes up more or less an entire block. And when you step inside, it's a different kind of energy. It's one thing to have adventurers buzzing about, talking about making plans and sorting loot and payment and all these other little details. Here you catch and hear snippets of just wildly the wild and strange. Uh, Quick reports between devotion. There no shyness of a fellow has just returned from neared in the Koneshi Deserts area, and saw such a magnificent beast. The locals had called it a sphinx. It just a lot. It's very detailed and comforting that they know what they're talking about at least.
Yeah.
They're running along the left-hand wall is a set of tables that looks to be registrars, information brokers, and things of that nature. The first one is a drow that is really trying his best not to stare at the bright light coming through the door.
But
But people keep opening and not shutting the door.
seeing that it is a drow, I'll be nice and mage hand it closed.
Just looks around for the source and gives you a nod. Something I can help you with today?
Yes, I was looking for more information on one of your reports that your guild put in the Adventurers Guild. The dungeon. Oh, wait, the Dwarven Mind about due east of Lawfen.
Let me see here. Steps aside and starts talking with someone. They run off. We'll see if we can't find the Wayfinder responsible for that report real quick. Is there an issue?
No, we are just going to investigate it. So, wanting to learn as much about it as we can before we enter.
A wise choice. As in case you weren't aware, if you happen to be heading that way, they're just north of Hyman. There is actually a training dungeon for those seeking to cut their teeth. That happens to be my area of expertise. Should give it a chance and check it out.
Perhaps we will.
Even a assaulted veteran will find something to challenge him there. That I assure you.
From another world, I get some of a flashback.
What?
You know what, but I know what was in that basement of the old guild.
Red.
Amethyst had a
She had to get the anger out
jobs.
somehow.
Yeah. Well, the runner comes back, talks to him for a moment. That would be Wayfinder Davin. Unfortunately, it appears he's already off on his next escapade, I'm afraid. Did he leave a notice for a merchant or such?
Yes, a Herkskin faux hammer of the Jewelers Guild.
Then he would be the one Devin gave the most info to. Most of the reports that we get are very quick snippets and hey, we found this thing. It requires further investigation. We pass it off to those who would
us,
like
and
to
we
profit
go.
it. Yes, I mean,
Makes sense.
we get our cuts where we get our cuts. But He thinks for a moment, jots down an address, and gives you the address of the jeweler.
Thank you.
And I mean it.
Uh,
Should give it a firm consideration, especially if you plan to tackle one of our reports.
I will nod and say thank you again, and walk out the door, closing it behind me.
Ah, what a gentleman.
Yes. Then I will go find Herkston.
The address you're given has you one pass across the guild hall where you would see your party is gathering.
I'll come up to the party and say, "Hello, friends." I don't know who's all there.
Hello.
You need to be
Awesome.
probably like the last one to arrive. But all should be there at this point.
Okay.
I'm here.
So, I just came from the Wayfinders. They recommended that we talk to the one who is paying for the investigation to see what he knows, because he probably has the most information. And I was just on my way to go do that.
Very well.
If you all would like to come.
I will.
Sure.
And I figure we go
Okay.
that way.
Here we go.
Doesn't take long. It's about 10 minutes from the guild hall. Rather humble, but in its own way extravagant, and as in its choice of materials. A marble shop amongst otherwise a brick and mortar and wood block. Dun dun dun, Ridra.
Yeah, no, Ridra.
Stepping inside, there are numerous glass cases with beautiful jewelry on display. Towards the back, there is a hunched figure, very long of limb, with looks to be some sort of magnifying apparatus in front of him, hard at work on some delicate thing.
I will gently. I will wait for him to come to a point where, he will. I will be
Sets his tools
careful.
down. Just looking around.
Are you a master foe hammer?
Uh, one moment. Bloody drunk bastard. Goes in, opens up a trap door. Forehammer, you friends. I ain't got any friends. Customers, Forehammer. Oh, that I like. Ridra, this is probably the most expensive shop you've ever physically been in a long time.
It's beautiful.
And you, with your 23 investigation, all of these cases have several layers of either alarm spell or similar. Clearly in place.
Oh, I wasn't going to steal anything. Do I look like some kind of thief?
I'm just saying,
Don't
with your
want me to
23
answer that.
investigation, that's what you see. I wasn't suggesting that you were considering stealing anything. As a dwarf comes up in very vibrant clothing, very well dressed, especially for a dwarf. Beard is braided all the way down, just filled with finely cut jewels, bound with various metals, gold and platinum mostly. Um, two braids running down the front, likewise and he looks about at the party and reaches out a hand to shake. Ah, Master Forehammer, welcome to my shop.
Shake his hand.
It is
Arson.
covered in
we-
jewels. The man
And we are
clearly likes his goods.
yes. We are the rebels of the vanquished, and we saw that you were paying for an thorough investigation of a dwarven mine, and we were wondering if you had any more information you could give us before we went that way.
Yeah. Was it Davin, Dravin, Flavin,
Lofen.
Fluffin?
Lofen.
No, not the city.
Ah.
You can tell he like immediately tries to lock down whatever he was about to call you. The Wayfinder. I think it was
Yes.
Davin. Uh, yeah, he had stepped in a week ago or so, saying he found what would be a pretty sizable score. Looks to have some dwarven construct to it. That much I very much would like to confirm. Take it back for the old homestead, of course.
Of course.
I've got he rolls out the map. So I've already filed with the capital that should it be a place of value, I intend to be the one to buy the rights, as you know, first come first serve. Paying an easy 1,000 gold per person. I'll note as I see you're a sizable party, or one item from any gestures from the.
We can
He's trying not to say the crap
the
case,
yeah.
but compared to the rest of his stuff, it's still really nice and super shiny. But it's like that's clearly like so very out of season, and he's trying to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
But all I need to know is what sort of dangers there are inside. Davin said he made it 300 meters down.
And
Other than your standard dwarven security enforcement, i.e., rocks fall, everyone dies.
yeah.
Didn't run into anything monstrous. The guy that you had introduced at the beginning, he's trying to work, but every time a word is said wrong, he's physically cringing. Those aren't out of character mistakes, as a note.
Noted. Well, thank you very much. Your info was most helpful, and hopefully we can map out this dungeon for you.
That would be wonderful. If you happen to find, mainly note veins of raw platinum, that would be absolutely wonderful. And now I understand you might find the need to mine some of it yourself.
We will be sure to leave you there if we do that.
If nothing else, be sure to bring me back some samples. For sure. Are you kitted out for that? He looks you all over.
We can figure it out.
So I mean, I've got an extra kit downstairs.
That'd be very useful.
I mean, I'm willing to spend a small fortune on making sure I get the deeds to this place. So don't screw up.
We will do our best. If you wanted to throw in the kit, though, that would not be
Jacoby, get the kit. God, shut up. Yes, sir. Mr. Frohammer. The man steps up from his work and climbs down to the trapdoor. You better have not scratched that jewel. Here you are. One mining kit.
Thank you.
Now, come back with the good news soon, yeah?
Very soon.
What's all in the mining kit?
A pair of pythons that clearly have been used.
Yeah.
3 different sized chisels, a hammer, and a pick.
Okay.
And it is a kit. It's not a pack. You actually like roll it out.
Got ya. You said hammer, pick, 2 pythons, and 3 sizes of chisel.
Three different chisels. One that is very fine, one that's like intermediate, and one that is we need to get through this rock.
Okay.
Oh, there's nothing else.
Nope.
Go back to my work.
Thank you for your time.
Doesn't even say anything. Just climbs back down the trapdoor. Clearly not a personable person.
Fair.
Thank you very much for your visit. I apologize for his gruffness. I'm sure he is working on his next masterpiece. Please do come back, and if you would spread the good word and good name of Fohammer's fine jewelry, I would be most happy.
Don't worry, I will. I love this place. I want to live here.
I applaud your humor, little kobold. But please, if you do not plan to shop,
Yes,
we try to
let's
keep it
get
to
going, get mounts,
I'm very
get headed out.
So I was just trying so hard not to be a bull in a china shop.
Tempest is tired. She's just tired.
Alright, let's get going, team. And I exit the shop.
I'll follow.
Same.
All right. So last piece of business. Do you plan to pick up any extra mounts or the like? General supplies, i.e., rations and such. Other than mounts, you can pretty much get everything at book cost. Otherwise, this will be about where we're fading to black.
Oh, I need a new bag.
The general store will have a backpack.
Yay.
Oh, Tempest.
What?
Oh, you did so well. Now you can keep it private.
She doesn't think she did well. She thinks she failed.
Hmm.
But again, anything else?
Nope.
Shopping wise, that includes picking up rations, picking up mounts, picking up extra weapons. I know.
Do we know how far of a trip it is to like the entrance of this mine?
Using the road, you should make to Lofen in about 2 days. And if you hard travel, 3 days at normal pace.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay.
That's using the road, and then probably another
Yeah.
day or so to the actual entrance.
Okay.
As you are now off road.
I'll probably pick up a couple extra rations.
Yeah, Union would as well.
I'm just gonna eat Union's rations. It's fine.
Yeah, you might want to double up on ration Union.
Union just glances down at Ridra. I would be happy to share.
Oh, good.
All right.
Union will buy like 50 rations.
There's an
Yes.
important question I need to ask.
Ridra
And they-
eats a lot.
And those two just reminded me. I need to ask them. Are you two a couple?
Hell no.
As I
No,
have my
this is
arm around
Ridra.
you.
I like that Union assumes he's talking to Ridra. Okay.
No, this is Ridra.
I am Ridra.
And
I
I'm
go back to
Union.
face palming.
And we are not together.
I will note very quickly that as you guys are leaving this particular section of the market, that there are several buildings very clearly recently torn down, and one large, what could be referred to as a mega structure. The Emporium opening in full soon.
Damn it, I thought it was going to be a coliseum.
Otherwise, our goods are available within this humble establishment. You're welcome, Arson.
Guess our Arson's making his coin.
Arson can get a side job.
No.
But there is an advert that says that they have everything from the mundane to the magical, and even something to test the waters of legend.
Ooh,
It's not a coliseum. I don't care.
Interesting.
they'll be here for us when we get back.
Joe is typing.
It's really not that important.
Do you want to step in and see if they have what you were wanting
Sure.
that you mentioned to the party already?
Yes.
Um,
I didn't know it was already open.
that building itself, there's like this building is clearly was already someone else's shop. They're building around it and probably will end up tearing this down and finishing the product.
Oh.
That kind of thing. Like
Gotcha.
there's sort of that pardon our dust. We're getting rid of the peasantry sign.
Pardon our dust. Getting rid.
It's not literally that wording, but
No, it is.
that tone is definitely there. And yes, Zealous, the structure and architecture is very familiar.
Yeah.
The person
Just
who also plays a character from that continent is shocked.
Yeah. Those who do step inside, note very first, it is bright and very vibrant with color, but not in the fashion of like a garish bazaar. Everything seems to be almost organized by a color. It's a very efficient. Everything is laid out and very easily accessed. Um, and there is a very exquisitely dressed gentleman, um, about 6'2", wearing what would be referred to as definitely foreign clothing. In the middle of talking to what maybe a prospective customer or the like, but seeming to hear your entrance, makes his pardon, gestures at a few items, and turns on a heel. Welcome, welcome. I do apologize that you cannot see us at our full grandeur for your first experience. But please, thank you so very much for gracing us with your presence at my humble emporium.
Well,
What is that? His eyes go to the kobold.
Hi, I'm Ridra.
And did you come in?
I was gonna say I'm just keeping a very, very far distance from the Emporium, but I don't know.
You don't know? Well, I need to know because that will determine his reactions here very quickly.
Tempest
I
is in there.
we should.
You probably should or shouldn't. If you don't know, flip a coin.
I hate you,
Do
Dice.
it.
Why do you have to
I
flip it,
hate.
Dice Maiden? You have his
I
die
hate.
roller right here.
I hate her so much.
So, are you coming in?
Yes.
Okay. Ridra, oddly enough, you're not the thing he seems to find most disgusting.
what is that thing?
I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh. Hello there, Cog. Good to see you.
I'm sure it is.
Now, almost immediately seems to like bisect Zealous' presence from the overall party and gives each of you a very happy and jovial. What is it I can help you with? A spell book, perhaps, pointing at Arson. A nice amulet or a wand, perhaps, gesturing to Joe. You, a blade, or more than one. No, I think you fancy something a little more exotic, Miss Janasi. And we have ourselves, Lathandar, bless you.
The thunder bless you.
He clearly has this like soft little shrug, like.
I don't think I need to make the inside check to know he doesn't mean that.
And even you, little skelly one, what is it you're in the market for? We have that to fill the taste of all kinds. And if we don't have it, I guarantee I can make it.
I want poisons.
Ah, wonderful.
I gave you one.
No, you gave me something that burned through the floor.
It was the same thing you got stabbed with, and you fell.
It did not burn like that.
To be fair, you fell. You fell.
We can talk about this later.
Anyhow, depending on what kind of poison you're in the market for, unfortunately, due to the legalities of how they handle things here, my particular stock is fairly mild. I hope that it will not disappoint. And he gestures over to a case full of small little pouches.
Do any of them look like the one I had?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm just gonna look them over.
And it is bothering me to no end. Who is the owner of this damaged unit?
This is zealous.
So you then. Interesting.
Great. Great. Now Zealous gonna kill him and Yunin. Yunin's like very quickly like shaking his head,
Nope,
holding up his
nope,
hands, like,
nope.
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I am very purposely putting myself between Zealous and the craftsman.
Oh,
That's
Tempest
foolish
is
of you.
out. She's looking for. She said something exotic. She's.
Looking for a new boyfriend after this.
They're not dating.
Cog,
hmm
who do you serve here? Put you in such disrepair.
I have no master.
One of those. Need fixing then.
Is that like no response, but at the same time, like obvious yes?
Like the puppy, like no. It's one of our finest creations, and y'all damage it. My
I
workshop's
didn't
that
damage
way.
anything.
I'll be with you in a moment. If you can restrain yourself.
Zealous just crosses his arm.
I assure you, I'm sure the smiths here are quite passable to their degrees, but if you want to keep working around with that eyesore, that's entirely up to you. The rest of you, wonderful, wonderful people. My apologies. I
I
forget that
have
some
to
people
ask
have different
this
places
just to
here.
get this out of the way, Mutt.
Hmm.
Does he have a top hat?
He does not have a top hat. He does. He has a fashionable hat on, but not a top
Okay.
hat. It is not Soren.
That was the big worry there for a second, Mutt.
No. Elza, to make your acquaintance. Like I said, if there is something that you seek, please, I'm sure you can find it here, even though my current stock is very humble. If not, by all means, let me know what it is that you desire, and if I cannot craft it, one of my apprentices will surely phone home, so to speak.
I
Well, what I'm
think
looking for
I'm saying,
is a very unique um, packaging device in which it has an extra dimensional space within it that I can fill with objects that I find to be too heavy.
A bag of holding.
That's one thing that possibly could work.
Oh, we currently have 2 of those in stock, right over there under the blue markers.
How did I know it was going to be in the blue section?
I don't know. Because it was green, you would die.
I just had a feeling. Okay.
As well as other inventory managing solutions.
I'm going to go over and look at the inventory managing solutions to see. It's probably just going to be a bag of holding.
There's 2 bag of holdings. There are several what appear to be mundane at a glance backpacks, but they have little tags that inform you that they're not quite full haversacks, though there is one. But they are regular backpacks with small side pockets that act in similar fashion.
Okay. Now, I just have to ask, since you're basing this on, are these properly priced?
These appear to be within reasonable market value. Yes.
Okay. What I meant is, did they actually have a price tag on them?
They do.
Okay.
The only time that they'd be above price is if you make a custom order. As far as the shop goes.
Okay. Well, I mean, what's the difference in price between a haversack and a bag of holding?
Gotta double check what's a haversack. Is it uncommon or common? Or rare?
Haversacks are rare, but if you look at insane magic prices, they're half the price of a bag of holding.
They weighed that based on its utility. A haversack is technically less useful because of the size of items. So that would be a 2,000 golds for a haversack, as we are using XGE.
Okay.
As whereas a bag of holding is only 200 gold. If I recall correctly, they are common, or yeah, not common, uncommon.
200 gold for a bag of hold.
If I recall,
Is that
it
what you
being-
said?
Yeah, if I recall them being uncommon, that would be correct.
Yes,
I'm gonna kind of jump out.
Yep.
I think
They are uncommon.
200 gold for a bag of hold. Okay.
I may be looking at crafting prices. Let me double check here. Those are crafting prices. XG, do you have? Yeah, no, we'll roll with that for now.
Okay. I'm gonna just say that sounds
Incredibly
will-
cheap or incredibly
yeah.
high.
incredibly cheap for a bag of hold.
It does, but
Yeah.
high.
I feel like it's like 500 for a common bottom.
Let's see here. Is that DMG?
Because
like I said, my
bag
game
of holding
screen-
is uncommon.
Let's see here.
Wonder sign.
Magic item.
I mean, I'm not complaining about that price.
I'm sure you're
But-
not.
But
I mean, I would gladly screw over the craftsman.
I mean, I know several times I've gone to Walmart and go, "Whoa, somebody mispriced this. I better take the price label with me."
See, because in DMG, the value for uncommon is between 101 to 500.
Yep.
So let's see here. We'll do it XGE's fancy way, and we'll roll for it.
Which is D6 times 100, so you know.
Never mind. They're 600
Still not bad.
compared to a haversack.
Yeah. Which is less useful.
I mean,
Eh,
that depends on how
depends
you
on what
look
you use
at it.
for.
Organization is important.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to actually look up the stats on haversack. Because a full haversack has the central pocket and then 2 side pockets. Each side pocket can hold up to 20 pounds of materials, and the large pocket can hold up to 80 pounds of materials. And regardless, it weighs 5 pounds. And of course, the holding can hold up to 500 pounds.
As far as weapons, those who are perusing, there are a numerous amount of daggers, swords, only a handful of whips. They are, again, fairly exotic. Most notably, there is one labeled as flame touched.
Do they,
Instantly curious.
do they have crossbows? I just realized crossbows are a thing I can get.
They have a heavy crossbow at the moment. Again,
I don't
his
know
selection
how
is
that
limited. Yeah.
How does a heavy crossbow work?
You gotta have the proficiency specifically in it. It's two-handed.
I'm not proficient. I don't think. It's fine. You know, it's fine. I didn't want one anyway. This place is stupid.
Noted, Joe.
Since I don't have enough money to buy anything, I will just wander around with Tempest.
Okay, well, she's currently
Yeah,
looking at
she's
the whip,
freaking out.
apparently.
She's freaking out at the whip right now.
I'm gonna look at the price tag of the Flame Tongue Whip.
So you flip it over and
It's gonna hurt.
I'll whisper it.
Yeah, I have a hunch, but
Yeah, she can still freak
yeah,
out over it.
She
She can still freak out over it. Let her freak out. Let her have her moment that she gets to see something pretty.
Yeah, I will let her freak out and then slowly put it back.
I
Zealous,
figured.
was it?
There's a glare at Union. Again.
Why Union?
Because you're the one who gave him the name. You gonna get repaired or not? If not, get your eyesore of a self out of my shop.
What did he say it was again?
Hmm?
Where did he say it was again?
He just gestured to his workshop towards the back.
I'll go there. Never not glaring at someone.
Yeah.
just angry. Stepping inside, you see that there are, in fact, two Warforged that are in the middle of working. They seem to look at you, register your why you're probably there, and gesture to a fairly familiar repair bench. My friends, if there's any other business, please, my associate Marie will be most happy to attend to you. A woman comes up in a similar suit as him, just not wearing the hat, her hair in heavily curled estate. I will go see that the artistry of my people does not be so dragged through and defamed. It should take me about 30 minutes for such miggling damage. Joe.
Joe's on fire with these today. Holy shit.
No, Squorgan's in full Squorgan mode today.
I love it.
For the record, Zealous, when he does come down, there is no conversation. It is all business.
That's
I imagine that's how Zealous prefers it. By the way, are there any not 12,000 gold whips?
Not 12.
She still fucking wants it. She
I
doesn't
know.
care. She wants to hold it.
I have
She
rolled
wants
for
to
every
swing
item
it.
at this point, and once again, I rolled max.
She just wants to hold it and she wants to swing it. That's what she really wants to do. She will be happy with that. I know. I see the attunement thing. I know you see
There's a
attunement.
woman there. That's just Marie.
Oh, she's full on gonna ask.
We actually do have a testing. It's currently under construction, so the range is a little limited. For the record, Zealous, while there's no conversation, he is complaining that he's upset that you're so damaged. It is a shame, he keeps saying. But she will actually, if there's anything y'all wanted to test, minus the consumables, of course.
Minus the consumables.
Temp is just.
Can I try the scroll of
motion.
wish?
They don't have one in stock, and no.
Tempest is gonna motion.
I like the
towards
in
wa-
stock part, but assuming they would let anybody use that.
Certainly. Uh, like I said, he gestures to a drawer on the side where there is, as noted, it's by no means as decorated as they were like, but this is, you would kill to have this as a training area. It's wide open, plenty of space. You're not sure how they're supporting the ceiling right now.
She's gonna go full out. She's gonna go into blade song, everything. I mean, she's gonna as like test, but better if it's even possible. She is going to have a moment.
There's a straw dummy for you to hit. Don't
Yeah, it's not
don't
gonna
miss
be.
it.
It's not gonna be there.
Don't miss the straw dummy.
How, what do I roll?
You would roll your normal attack roll, +3.
Why do I not find my? Oh, hold on. Thinking
And
mentally.
then make sure to add 3d6 to the damage as fire, assuming you hit.
Hold on.
And if anyone else is watching, she notes that, for the record, these reusable strawmen are up for sale. There's almost nothing that's in the shop that is not purchasable. Perfect for a home training yard. Very
So you
very quick
say
to restore themselves, and with the right imbuements, may even act as a minorly trained sparring partner.
+4 to the AC, and then you said what +3 to the
3d6.
attack? 3d6. Oh, we did not roll that well.
It wibbles. It was a great hit, but as an advertisement to itself, the strawman stays up.
Is it on fire though?
There is a char mark that is slowly beginning to fade away.
Impressive.
Yeah, and she's gonna do that with it next as
Well, gotta do.
Yeah, still got to swing.
well. Yeah, I
Um,
know.
Anyhow, is there any other intended purchase before Zealous returns? For the record, Ridra, you look. Things here are very expensive,
Good to know. Let's get to a smaller place later.
but they're so shiny.
I already have one place I can go for shiny now.
In particular, there is a black dagger that the metal where the fuller is seems to run a almost ruby red all the way down.
Oh my god, how much is it?
4,800.
Oh. It's fine, I don't need it. Okay, time to leave.
Yep. Tempest.
Nope.
Tempest.
Nope.
Do not make me drag you.
I'm afraid, my dear, that is as far as your trial will get you.
Damn it.
I do hope you enjoyed, and by all means, it will be most easy that when you so desire one for yourself, it can be handled.
Oh, trust me. I desire one for myself. I just need the coin. She'll very, 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 very slowly and sadly go put it back.
Zealous
Go
is
mark off that
soon
blade
returned
song.
to you, able to roll his shoulder. Um, soon the craftsman himself walking out, holding up the basically slag of metal that was used to temporarily repair Zealous' leg. And I swear, if any of these incompetent Eastern Smiths ever try to repair you with this again, I will beat them with it.
Oh, Zealous missed the show. David.
I do hope you all enjoyed your trip here to our humble emporium. I'm aware that not everything is so easily within the financial reach of others, but I do hope we've whetted the appetite for our full opening.
You need more daggers.
I'll keep that in mind, Miss Ridra.
Yes.
Have a wonderful day. Have a profitable day. And that it said pretty much to the back of Zealous.
I can only imagine the anger radiating off of Zealous right now.
I feel so bad I actually missed that.
Right, and we're going. We're going away from the place with the 12,000 gold whip and the 4,800 gold dagger.
I need it.
You need it.
Did you see how pretty it was?
Did you see what I did with the whip?
I don't care. Did you see how pretty it was?
But
Just.
That's 4,800 gold that I could literally throw at some.
Tempest is just staring at
Both of
Ridra
them just
in like
pout
awe.
mode. I love it.
Okay, those are some really pretty swings, and like she's happy right now. Okay,
Where is that during your test?
shut up. I didn't have a
But
fancy.
you know
fucking
how
whip.
this goes as a player. You roll good when it doesn't matter.
Oh no, it mattered. It mattered. If I didn't roll well and she like didn't hit or like it was horrible, she would have been like, "This is a fucking piece of shit whip."
And that would have been the end of Tempest, I assumed.
She wouldn't have said it. She would have like
Thought
messaged
it.
it. No, she would have told Arson about it.
But it is soon that after those who have made any purchases, and repairs are done, which he didn't charge for. There's just gonna be those two really shiny spots on Zealous until they get a little more worn. But you are soon greeted outside of the gates by Morgan Thorg, and ready to partake your next adventure.
Yay.
Yay.
I don't forget my bear.
Don't forget your bear.
And I make sure that the rowboat is been taken care of.
Oh my god.
It has once again won the best behaved
Mhm.
category for the month.
I make sure to hang that award up next to the other one for the previous month.
They're just like preemptively giving it to it, basically.
Just thinking to myself,
Watch,
one
it's
of
gonna
these
bring
days-
termites into the barn one.
This is where we are fading to black.